Right, good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Total Body Strength Jazzy Health Fitness Specialist with Exos at Autodesk. And we have a good workout plan for today. So we are going to be doing total body movements throughout. Let me just double check this. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, we're doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest or transition time. And we're going to go through that 3 times through. So all of our movements today are going to be fully total body. So like I'll explain it more when I start demonstrating. And we're going to need at least 1 set of dumbbells. As always, I recommend 2 just in case you start to get tired. And as soon as you start to see your form or things start to get really hard and you're not, working the whole time, that's when we can drop down to that lighter set. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with our demo for today. And we're going to start off. We're going to do squats and press. So we're going to have both of our dumbbells here at the shoulders, feet hip width apart. We're going to squat down and then press up as we are using our legs to help our arms. So glutes are going back, standing up as we squat. As we bring the dumbbells back, we're going right back into that squat. So that's going to be the first thing. And then we're going to move into a sumo squat. So this one, we're going to have a nice wide stance here. So make it as wide as feels comfortable. We're going to do a sumo squat into a bicep curl. So having our dumbbells in the center, we're going to squat down and then curl up. So same concept, we're using our legs to help our arms. So as our legs are standing up, our arms are curling up. And as our arms are coming down, we're going right back into the squat. So that it's going to be the second thing. And then third, we're going to do a Romanian deadlift into a row. So pushing those hips back, bring our dumbbells along the fronts of our legs. As we get to that bottom part, we're going to row the dumbbells towards the butt and then push the ground away from us, stand back up. So RDL, row, standing on up. So that is the third thing I can count. And then the fourth thing we're going to do a curtsy lunge into a side raise. So make sure I don't hit anything here. So we're stepping back diagonal, and then as we stand up, coming to the side, back diagonal, standing up, coming to the side. So making sure in that side raise here, our pinkies are facing towards the ceiling. So what I mean by that is that our hand is here, our pinky is facing up as we lift up. We're driving our elbows. So if we were kind of like we have a plane of glass at the shoulders, we're breaking that glass with the elbow. And then in the curtsy lunge, our hips are facing the camera. So blind me with the headlights in your hips. So that's going to be that. And then we're going to make our way to the ground for some core work. So we're going to do 2 core exercises. If you know me and you've taken my classes before, you probably can guess what our 2 movements are going to be. So we're going to start with toe touches. So laying on the back, toes in the air. Oh, I can't. I'm going to need to fix the camera for this one. So toe touches, touching our toes as we come up using the core. And then our after that, we're going to do dead bugs with that core assist. So we're going to have our dumbbells staying right up here, alternating, lowering one leg at a time, making sure our low back is staying on the ground. So we want to imagine our belly button being pressed into the floor the whole time. And yeah, so it's going to be our workout for today. Let me just move the camera real quick so that way we can get the whole experience. All right, so we're going to start with our warm up here. So let's go ahead. We're going to start off with some frog squats. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our elbows on the inside of our knees, just like this with our hips up, bringing the hips down as far as we can, and then pushing the ground away from us and going back into that top position. So we're going to do a couple of these. It's going to help us get our hips nice and warmed up. So going as low as you can, it feels comfortable. This is going to get us ready for all of our squats we're going to do and our curtsy lunges and getting our hips and our ankles ready for this workout. Let's go ahead and do 2 more here. So lifting those hips up and last one. And then we can go ahead and stand all the way up. Whew, felt really good. All right. Second part of our warm up here, we're going to do some plank to pike. So on our hands and toes, And we're gonna exhale, push our hips up towards the ceiling and back down to plank. We're gonna do this a couple times. We can stay in this pike position as long as we need to, because that's gonna help us stretch our calves out, our back, and get our arms ready for our workout. And our core too. It's just a great way to get warmed up. Let's go ahead and do 2 more here. And last one. Ooh. And once we make our way back to our hands and toes, we can go ahead and stand on up. And then we're going to get ready for the circuit. If you need to stretch anything else out, feel free to do so. I think we are ready to go. I think that was our fastest explanation and warm up I think I've ever done. All right, getting ready. Squat to press is first. 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. I promise I'm awake. 3, 2, 1, and go. We all know I can't talk half the time. Squatting down, pressing up at the same time. Again, as we stand up, our weights are coming up overhead. As we come back down, we're going right back into that squat, making sure our knees are tracking past our second toe. Our chest is up at the bottom of our squat. So we want to make sure we're not squatting like this. We want those hips down, chest up. Pushing those weights toward the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice job. I don't know why I'm so out of breath today already. Okay, sumo squats into the bicep curl is next. So we're gonna have a nice wide stance. And then we're gonna curl that weight up. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells in between, squatting down, curling up, back down. For this one, we really wanna make sure our knees are staying over the arches of our foot. And if you see from this angle, my knees are staying wide. I'm still sitting back with my glutes. In terms of the bicep curl here, I will let you choose the way you want to curl it up. So you can either, what I'm doing right now, my palms are facing out and coming up. If you'd like to do a hammer curl, you can have your palms facing each other. 3, 2, 1. So I'll let you all decide which kind of curl you want to do for the next round. Next up, we have Romanian deadlift into a row. So getting ready, 3, 2, 1. Need to make sure my bun isn't going to hit this wall in front of me. So we're pushing our hips back like we're closing that door with our butt. Dumbbells are staying outside of our legs as we row towards the butt and back down, really driving those elbows up and back. And then we're pushing the ground away from us as we stand up. The more we force our feet into the ground, the more activation we'll get in the glutes. So focus on pushing into the ground. 3, 2, 1. All right. We have our curtsy lunge into the side raise next. And then we'll go into the toe touches and dead bugs. And then we'll go through 2 more times and then we'll be done. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back in diagonal with that curtsy lunge, driving those elbows up, pinkies towards the ceiling, really making sure those elbows, we want that plane of glass that's at our shoulders. We're breaking that with the elbow, but of course our arm is more straight than what I just did. So back diagonal, hips facing forward. So if we're open up here, we want to twist those hips, knee tracks past that second toe, really getting that nice glute engagement. Our chest is over the arch of our front foot. Same as always, 3, 2, 1. All right, getting ready. On the ground, we got toe touches, and then we got dead bugs, and then we're starting at the top with our squat. All right. 3, 2, 1. Arms in the air, exhaling. We want to control this movement. This is not meant to be fast. It's really meant to engage our core. So really focusing here on the intent of the movement. I know y'all have heard me say that a million times, but it's really important to focus on moving our upper body with our core, not with momentum and not with our arms. So our arms aren't, so we don't want to lead with our head. We want to really use our core and then back down. 3, 2, 1. All right, dead bugs. And the core assist is where we have our arms over our shoulders with those weights in our hands. So that is what we're going to do next. All right, y'all, we're getting ready. 3, 2, 1. Arms in the air. Keep those knees directly above the hips. Exhale as we bring the leg back to center. Really pushing that belly button into the ground. These are one of my favorite core exercises because it really works our lower core, really also works our low back as well. So if you have low back issues, this is a great exercise to do to strengthen your whole entire pillar, which is going to be your shoulders, hips, and your core. 3, 2, 1. All right. We have squat to press. We're starting at the top. If I can get up. The ground just feels so good this morning. Okay. We're getting up. We're getting ready. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells at the shoulders, squatting down, pushing the ground away from us, using our legs to help our arms. We're squatting down as far as feels comfortable. Our chest is up. We're going down as far as we can. So if that's only here, that is fine. We just want to make sure our chest is not down, our chest is up. So really pulling those shoulder blades back. So if we really pretend like we're cracking that egg with our shoulder blades, just as important in this movement as it is in any other movement we do. 3, 2, 1. Okay, next up, the sumo squat into the bicep curl. So a nice wide stance here. And again, you can either have your palms up in the curl or you can have your palms face each other in the curl. Whatever feels good for you today. 3, 2, 1. Each way is just going to work your biceps a little bit differently. Exhaling as we come up, really controlling our breath here. Knees are staying over those feet, pushing the ground away from us. Really using our glutes. Our chest is still staying up. So from this angle here, my chest is not coming down. We are using the legs. The minute our chest goes down, we start to use our back. 3, 2, 1. And when we start to do that, when we start to use our back, that means we're getting tired. Probably need to drop that weight down. So making sure our form is staying pristine the whole time. We have Romanian deadlifts into our row. 3, 2, 1. Push those hips back. Row at the bottom. Come back up. We do not want to bring those dumbbells towards we want them towards the ground. We don't want to touch the ground with our hands at all. So the minute our hips stop moving back, that's when the movement's done. So if you can see right here is where my hips are done. That's where I'm going to row and come back. Because if my hips are done, but I keep going, that's all our back when instead of the hamstrings and the glutes. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have our curtsy lunge into the side raise. And then we have toe touches and our dead bugs. I have an itch on my face. 3, 2, 1. We're stepping back diagonal. You'd think I have this like spaced down by now, but there's really not much room to move. All right, so driving those elbows up. Pinkies are towards the ceiling. So when I mean that, it means that our palms are facing behind us. Our pinkies are going up. That's really gonna isolate our medial head of our delt, or that part that you normally notice when people have really good shoulders, that part that pops out. This is gonna help us build that. 3, 2, 1. All right, on the ground. We got toe touches next, right? Yeah, okay. Toe touches, and then dead bugs. And then we got one more round. We're flying. This workout is flying by today. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, bringing our hands as close to our feet as we can. Exhaling as we come up. Really using the core to move our upper body, not the other way around. We're not leading with our head. We shouldn't feel this anywhere else but in our abs right here. Great job. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got our dead bugs with our core assist next. Get a smaller water bottle. Okay. We got 10 seconds. Oops. 3, 2, 1. Hands above shoulders, knees below the hips. And by below, I mean right above. Exhaling, really actively push our belly button into the ground. That's gonna activate our core. Using our core to bring the leg back, not our hip flexors. If your legs are starting to feel tired, that means we're using our legs too much. 3, 2, 1. All right. Y'all are doing great today. We got one more round to go, and then we're gonna be done for this workout today. But I know I will be seeing Joan and exercise with Exos later, but technically I won't be there. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells at the shoulders, knees past the second toe, push the ground away. Bring those dumbbells up. Well, normally, right, it's Thursday. Normally we get me for exercise with Exos, but today we have Luis. But I did create the workout, and I will tell you right now, it's gonna be a hard one. It's gonna be really good. There's no rest periods, lots of body weight, resistance-based exercises, and then a lot of cardio too. So it's gonna be a good one. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We got Sumo Squat into Bicep Curl. Okay. Wide stance. Our toes are going to be pointed out very slightly. 3, 2, 1. So squatting down, our knees are coming out, curling as we come up, keeping our chest open. Show that logo on your shirt if you have one. Pinch our shoulder blades together, so crack that egg. Squeeze the orange, whatever resonates more with you, whatever makes most sense. And then again, you can either have palms forward or palms facing each other. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Up next, we got Romanian Deadlifts into our row at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. All right, grabbing those dumbbells, push those hips back towards the wall like we're closing the door with our butt, keeping that core tight, back flat, rowing towards our butt. So my hands are tracking towards my butt, not towards my chest, because that's going to activate our upper back a little bit too much. I really want us to focus right now on our lats right here. Nice giant muscle that goes all the way from our pelvis back here, all the way up and across our shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Our lats are a very large muscle group, going to help with posture, a lot of other things. So that's why I want to focus on that more than our upper back, which gets overactivated from us sitting like this at the computer all day. All right, curtsy lunges into a side raise. 3, 2, 1. Where was I standing? I don't know. I think it was here. Back diagonal, raising those arms as we come up. Knee tracking past our second toe, pushing the ground away from us. Keeping, I'll show this angle real quick. So knee there, chest above the arch of the front foot. Driving the elbows up into those side raises. All that weight is in the front foot. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Toe touches. And then we got dead bugs. And then we're done for the morning. Okay. 3, 2, 1. On the back. Exhaling. Dumbbells towards our toes. Really slow this movement down so we really can feel it in our abs here. Great job. We're getting stronger at this movement every time. Try and get a few more in here. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got a few seconds and we're going into those dead bugs. And then we'll be able to cool down and get on with the rest of this wonderful, lovely day. 3, 2, 1. Knees above hips, hands directly above the shoulders, pressing our belly button into the ground. Exhaling, coming back to center. I love dead bugs. If you know me, you know I do not like training core, but I could do dead bugs all day long. This is the only core exercise that I like because it works more than just your superficial 6-pack. 3, 2, 1. I did go a little longer if you noticed on that one. I gave us 45 seconds for that one. All right, and that is gonna be our circuit for the day. You can go ahead and grab some water if you need it. And then we're gonna make our way onto the ground for our cool down. Let me move my camera real quick. So we got time. Really, that circuit flew by today. I don't know if y'all felt that, but I did. All right, so we're on the ground here. We're gonna do some quad rocks with that adductor stretch. So we're gonna be on our hands and knees. And then I'm gonna start with my right foot straight out to side like a kickstand. Again, if you don't know, this is also one of my favorite stretches to do. So keeping that pelvis tucked and our core tight, we're gonna rock back, glute to heel. We're gonna take a nice big deep inhale, and then on the exhale, back to hands and knee. And keeping that going, we want to pause at the bottom for as long as we need to. Starting to slow our breathing down. It's going to help us calm our heart rate. And let's go ahead and do one more here. This is going to be our last one wherever we're at. And then once we finish that one, we'll switch over to the other side. So same thing, but now my left leg is out to the side. And then we're going to rock back glute to heel. I want to take a nice big deep belly breath. The more we inhale into the belly, that's going to open up that whole hip and part of that inner thigh here. So rocking back. And then returning on that exhale. All about controlling that breath here. And last one. Nice big inhale. And then exhaling and coming back up. All right. Let's go ahead now, staying on our hands and our knees. We're going to stretch out our upper back and chest. So let's go ahead. We're going to do those reach throughs. So right arm is going to reach in between the left arm, the left leg. Push that hand into the ground. Pull away with your upper back. Oh my goodness, this feels very good today. And then if we want, we can go ahead and wrap that other arm up and over, tucking it into the crease of our opposite hip to get that nice chest stretch in there. Or you can opt to stay where you are at so you can really get that upper back stretch. Breathing into our chest, feeling that back expand. And on our next exhale, we can return to center. And then we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So left hand reaching in between, pushing the back of the hand into the ground, pulling away with the upper back. And again, you can go ahead if you want to get that chest opener, wrapping that hand all the way around, tucking it into the opposite side hip crease. Or you can stay where you're at if you would prefer to have the back stretch, which is what I'm going to do because my back apparently is very tight today. And on your next exhale, you can go ahead and slowly return to your hands and knees. And you can stay there, or you can return to seated, kneeling, standing, however you'd like to finish out. But that is going to be all the time I have for you all this morning. So thank you all so much for joining me. I love getting my day started with a good workout with you all. We do have 2 stretch breaks today, one at 11, one at 2:30, both with Luis. And then we have exercise with Exos with Luis today, like I said earlier. So he'll be teaching that. And then we got dance fusion with John at 12:30, and then abs, core, and mobility tonight at 4:30 with Brittany. And you can join all of those through the Exos Fit app. And if you have the app, please go update it so you can chat with your coach. Great feature we have there. You can check out a bunch of on-demand classes there as well. So you can join those at any time, watch them at any time, especially if our live classes don't match up with your time or your schedule. So thank you again for joining me. Great job today, and I'll see y'all soon.